So today we are going to be talking about something that many e-commerce businesses trying to scale past $1 million in monthly sales in revenue neglect, which is their customer avatar and the ideal customer. So who they are, how to speak to them, what to do when you try to acquire them. And I'm going to show you the AI workflow that we use internally that allows us to currently generate over $3 million a month for our clients, with one of them actually scaling from 100K a month to over 450K a month in generated revenue in just about 6 months. And here you can see the screenshot from the reporting of the ads manager, but because I'm so kind today, I'm actually gonna show you how this looks like inside of the actual ads manager. So you can see the data here. This is for this year for just one of the ad accounts that we are currently working with, and the data has been refreshed 4 minutes ago. So as you can see, the amount spent, it's hovering just above $90,000 in sales in spend for the month of July. And then you are gonna see that in the beginning of the year, we were between 35 and maybe $33,000 in monthly spend. And you can see what happened to the purchase conversion value after we identified the customer avatars that we should be targeting, which allowed us to pivot our creative strategy. You see the revenue exploded from about $100,000 in monthly sales during January, February, and March to just above $450,000 this month, with 2 days left until the end of the month. So we have a chance of actually hitting $500,000 in sales this month because we average about $20,000 to $25,000 every single day in sales. So with that being said, this training alone could help you add a few $100,000 to your top line revenue just by implementing what I'm about to show you. So here's the problem that most e-commerce brands actually face. They do have some understanding as to who the customer avatar is, but most of the times they don't see the full picture because at any given point in time, there are multiple different avatars looking to purchase from you, and you have to understand who those people are in order for you to have a chance at scaling, because you can not only focus on one customer avatar, you have to make sure that you cover your foundations, you cover your bases, and are speaking and targeting to every single person who could potentially become a client for your e-commerce business. Understanding who those people are will allow you to expand your audience and nail your advertising message when you try to convert them. So it's important to have a perfect understanding of your ICP, because the more you scale your ad spend, the more new people will be reaching, according to the 5 stages of awareness, which is a concept introduced by Eugene Schwartz in the late 1960s or 1970s. Because you would be reaching much more people that are in the upper stages of awareness, which is going to be much more difficult to convert than the people who are most aware, product aware, or even solution aware. And the more new people you reach, the more unqualified they will be to buy immediately. So your best chance at converting them today will be to perfectly understand who they are, their struggles, and the way you should best speak to those people, to their desires, in a way that they instantly recognize themselves and see that your product is the only solution that will make their lives better. So with that being said, I'm actually gonna open Claude, which is the AI tool that we currently use for customer review analysis, and I'm actually gonna walk you through the whole process of what we do in order to identify pretty much everything that there is to identify based on just your customer reviews. So here you can see I've uploaded a CSV file with over 3,000, actually 3.7 thousand reviews for one of our clients, which as you are going to see here, I'm not going to be naming, and I'm going to be changing the name of the product so that, of course, we can keep their personality a secret to the general public. So this is the first prompt that we give Claude, which is once again the platform that we use for copywriting, for customer analysis, etc., because we just found it's much better than ChatGPT, which is something that most people actually use. You see, we are using the Claude Sonnet 4.0 version, and this is the first prompt. You are the creative strategist for an 8-figure e-commerce business. You are responsible for creating winning ads for Meta and TikTok. I will upload a CSV file with over 3,000 customer reviews, analyze it, and provide detailed insights on the most common pain points before people bought this product. Include more insights too. And I've also provided the details as to what this CSV file actually consists of. A title, the title of the review, the body, which is the actual review that the customer left, and then we have a rating. So this is the rating that they gave, 0 to 5 stars. It asked me to generate another prompt because I was just not sure if it was analyzing. So basically the analysis started, and as you can see, it analyzed a lot of data in order for it to then come up with a document with some very useful insights about who your customer avatar is. You can see the total amount of reviews were 3.7 thousand. It was for a premium hybrid mattress, the rating scale 1 to 5 stars, high volume review data indicating strong market presence. And as you can see here, it already started spitting out some very useful information, such as the top customer pain points before the purchase, which were sleep quality, with some angle opportunities. We have previous mattress disappointments. Then we have relationship with family and sleep. Then what we have is emotional triggers that were identified. So the before state, the after state, the different demographics, etc., etc. What are the buying motivations, the content themes for the ads. This is not something that I asked it to do, but apparently it did. And this is something that many creative strategists and many e-commerce businesses are going to find super valuable when they create the ad creative strategy for their own e-commerce business. Body copy frameworks, problems with agitation solutions, story-based testimonials, feature benefit translations, risk reversal guarantees, etc., etc. So this is just the first step, and it's really important for you to extract a CSV file from your customer reviews that people left on your Shopify store and then upload it to Claude for analysis. Then I asked a question: what are the most commonly used words and phrases to describe the mattress? I want exact quotes. The reason why I wanted to get the exact quotes is because when you create your scripts, you need to be speaking in the exact same language that your customers are speaking in order for them to feel understood, to feel personally targeted, so that they can actually understand with the content that you're producing. Because if they don't resonate with the content, your content has no chance of performing. So what happened is I received another big document with the exact customer quotes, such as high impact titles, best sleep ever. This emotional reaction in itself could be a great hook. It could be your ad copy. So you can be very creative with how you advertise your product based on what you get right here. You have comfort, feel, and description. You have firmness description. You have sleep quality transformation, great night's sleep, better night's sleep, best sleep I've ever had in a long time. You then have pain point language, such as one of the biggest problems I've had with most beds in the past is that they usually make me sleep hot. So hot sleeping. We woke up every morning with aches and pains and it took forever to fall asleep. It was all noisy, very uncomfortable. So this is basically how people describe the pain points that they were facing in the beginning before they purchased our product, which is something that you could include in the problem phase or the agitation phase when you go deeper into customer pain points. Transformation quotes. After a couple of nights, I noticed my body was no longer stiff nor ached as much upon waking. So here you have an angle. Stiffness and aching gone. You have emotional language. Then you have temperature and cooling mentions. You have value dash price perception, etc., etc. So these are all quotes that you can use in your ads, in your ad copy, in your hooks to just make your ad feel relevant to your customers. Then another great thing that could be the basis for your ad creative angles is what are the top reasons why people decided to buy our mattress. And then what you're going to get is the top 3, 5, 6, 10, 8, whatever, purchase motivations. And these could be your angles, because here you have natural/latex materials, which is the 25% of the customers. The biggest driver, health-conscious consumers wanting chemical-free sleep. What you have then is couple sleep issues. So apparently this is another big angle. Almost 15% of the customers are partners with different comfort needs or sleep disturbance. And the key quote, we were sleeping better than we have in years, and my husband's back pain is alleviated. Then you have the price dash value conscious customer, which is basically 12% of your customers. So here you have 3 different customer avatars or 3 different angles that you can use to approach 3 completely different people. One who's going to be interested in the price, another who's going to be interested in the sleep, couple sleep issues that they have with their partner, and another one which is going to be the biggest one, and it actually is the biggest one for us and the most successful audience for us, is the natural dash latex mattress. So people who want non-toxic sleep, non-toxic chemicals in their mattress. And this is actually the main reason why we've been able to scale past $400,000 and close to $500,000 a month in sales. The main thing was because previously our client was mainly focusing on the price slash value conscious consumer, which basically filters out for people looking for value, but was excluding the top customers, which were the non-toxic chemical free sleepers. So this simple change allowed us to unlock a completely different customer, which then allowed us to scale our ad spend by 300% within 6 months, which was a phenomenal outcome. So let me see if I can actually show you here. We have a specific way that we structure our customer avatar sheet that we create for each and every one of our clients, and this is what it looks like. So we have multiple different avatars. We fill out the demographic data, we fill out the current situation, and then we fill out the desired situation, and basically how our product is going to help our customer achieve the transformation and reap all of the benefits of using our product. So based on the research, I asked Claude to create all different customer avatars for the brand, and I needed them to be broken down in a specific way that it could see on the image, which is something that actually I received. So let's look into this. Avatar number 1 was the natural health conscious Sarah. I don't know how it came up with the name, but that's irrelevant. So you have the age, you have the gender, you have the occupation and income, and this is all based on almost 4,000 reviews. So you can assume that this thing is actually quite accurate because it's based on actual data about your customers, not something that you were able to find online. Current situation, health conscious professional who researches everything that she puts in on her body, recently became more aware of chemicals in household products after having her first child. So you can already see how much detail you can get just by analyzing your customer reviews and how good you can identify who those people are in order for you to tailor your marketing towards these people. What problems is the avatar facing? Concern about sleep or synthetic materials and petroleum-based foam, off-gassing, cannot find a comfortable mattress, existing natural mattresses are either too expensive or uncomfortable. So you have the frustrations, the things that they tried in the past to solve the problem, which is going to be very beneficial if you write video sales letters in which you need to actually discredit every other alternative of your product and tell people why exactly did this not work and why your product is different, which is actually my favorite type of advertising, VSL advertising. What they've tried in the past, what will happen for the avatar if nothing changes, continued exposure to potentially harmful chemicals during sleep, anxiety, for example, for her children, like this is very emotional, you can go very deep into this, missing out on deep restorative sleep that natural materials can provide. So it can have a lot of negative effects on this customer if she doesn't switch to our mattress, basically. Then you have the fears, you have the desired situation, and then basically you have how our product actually aligns with the desired situation. Then you have the frustrated couple, which is once again 15% of our customers in that particular case. Accountant, nurse, combined they do about 100K a year. Married for 8 years with 2 young kids, both working demanding jobs, but haven't had a good night's sleep together in months. Their different comfort preferences are causing tension. Mike needs firm, Lisa wants soft, so Lisa tosses and turns. Mike would be waking up throughout the night. Current mattress is too soft for him, too firm for her. So you can see all of the different problems that people face that lead them to having a bad life. So that's kind of the ultimate goal: better sleep, better productivity, more happiness, better life. So you can get into a lot of detail just by analyzing your consumers. And then if you do it like this, then you can tailor your marketing. Then you can start creating your ads. Let's say for the first month, you have 10 ad concepts that you want to create. You can base 70% of your concepts to the natural health conscious Sarah. Then you can base 30% of your concepts to the second best avatar in your case, which is going to be the frustrated couple. And in that way, you can test which one of those 2 avatars actually performs better in your ad account. You find the winner, and then you start iterating. During month 2, you can basically switch 60% health conscious, 20% frustrated couple, and then you can introduce a 20% for the value conscious David. This is going to be another avatar that you can start testing, see how it resonates with your audience or like with your ad creatives, and then expand or try to improve or adjust or iterate on whatever is working, whatever is not working. You identify the different reasons. And this is proper creative strategy. You systematically introduce new variables in order for you to be able to expand your audience and actually scale your business, which is the ultimate goal for every single e-commerce business. So with that being said, this is pretty much everything that I wanted to show you. It's a very simple way for us to analyze a lot of data and actually come up with useful insights that, as you can see right here, can actually scale a business to a quite significant level, because we are on pace to do $5 million in the next 12 months. And we can expect that during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we could potentially hit $1 million a month in revenue just by capturing all of the demand that we are currently creating by the increased amount of spend, because we're going to be reaching an extreme amount of people within the next few months by spending above or around $100,000 a month. Some of them might not convert, but some of them might convert later down the line when we have a great sale during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or just by having them wait until that period for getting better value, more discounts, better prices, etc., which is where most businesses actually see their efforts come into fruition and basically make the annual revenue in just a month. So with that being said, I really appreciate you checking out this video. If you want to work with us, we currently have some available spots, so feel free to book a call with me or one of my team members so that we can walk you through the ways we can actually implement something similar to your business and have the potential of scaling or seeing such a graph for your own Meta ad account. So with that being said, I really appreciate your time and I look forward to speaking to you very soon.